I always thought that victims should understand, help each other, be full of sympathy to each other. But it turned out that victims are competing for their victimhood, and everyone wants to be the biggest victim, and everybody cares only about himself. It is from the Lithuanian side and from the Jewish side in some way. And very, very slowly it comes to the supratimas, to the understanding that all were victims of the Soviet and Nazi crimes and victims of the Ribbentrop-Molotov Pact. So this victimhood question is still very actual, and I think that to learn from the victimhood, you should already, after so many years, not to hate, but maybe to understand, not to justify, but to understand, and maybe even as Nijolė Sadūnaitė, our famous dissident, she was arrested by the KGB and so on, and she was always praying for her torturers from the KGB because she has pity with them, that they are losing their human soul and everything, and all human values. Maybe I can't reach such a I don't pray for all those Nazi crime people, but I pray maybe for their children. I don't want them to suffer, but I want them to understand. And as soon as you understand, as soon as you feel sorry for that, you are liberating yourself from this terrible kupra,
Yes.
Tai kupra, kuri yra ant sąžinės ir žmogaus ir tautos, o atsikratyti galima tik tai per, kaip ir krikščioniškam pasauly, per išpažintį, per atgailą, per atsiprašymą gal. Tai čia yra. Bet žmonės neprieina dar prie to, dar nesupranta šito.
Ir kupra nepraeina.
Ir kupra lieka.
Visada.
Ir nesupranta, kad kol...
Jo. Aišku. Well, I agree with you. I mean, the psychological profile of a victim can't accept that it could also be a victimizer.
Yeah.
That it's very hard for the victim, when the victim himself is guilty of some things, to accept it. The two don't go together.
But everybody, we are mes mirtingi žmonės.
Yes.
And we can't be saints in this life. And you should never accuse a whole nation in something. I never, for instance, I even try not to say Germans, I say Nazis, because I can't accuse the German nation as a whole. Germany is a nation of big culture, it has wonderful people, and also even it was some blindness in the Hitler times.
The German nation has made a huge collective acknowledgement of what it did.
They made a real acknowledgement.
And they really, seems to me, did the best they could.
Yeah.
They're a model. To what extent has Lithuania done that for its share? Let's say
officially, everything is done. Officially.
Yeah.
The presidents all and the heads of our governments, and of course Vytautas Landsbergis was the first really to realize and understand it all. But in the everyday life, in the collective memory of the nation, antisemitism is very, very vivid still. It's still vivid, and I would say that the Gulag experience has overturned, the Holocaust experience, and the Holocaust was still happened with somebody else, and they are not our friends. And then Goebbels was a very good propaganda professional. And he used very well the situation, and he convinced people that all Jews are communists, and that the Jews betrayed Lithuania, that they were no loyal citizens, which is not true.
Even though many Jews were taken to Siberia too in the first...
Yeah. But this was not in the conscious of the nation, and I was very happy, that to learn. It was in Literatura Hermanas published that they erected now a monument for the Tremtinei, for the deportees in Siberia, in Laptevo Jura, and for all maybe, and it was done also by the Brolia Tremtinių from Trofimovsk, and the head of this Brolia is Jonas Markauskas, and he made a speech, and for the first time he really mentioned that this monument is also for Jewish deportees. Oh. And this was very pleasant to me. I really was very happy to hear about that.